Hello, it's me again, First Attempt Card Tricks, and this is the tutorial for my very first trick. I still don't have a name for it, I'm sorry, I'm sure I'll come up with one soon. And beforehand, I just want to apologize for, it might be like this for the first few videos, because I'm sick right now, so my voice is really low and coarse. So hopefully when I get better, I'll have a little bit more enthusiasm in my speech. So yeah, I'll get right into the tutorial then. Now, as I showed you at the beginning of the performance, we had the 4 aces and the joker. Now this trick does require a bit of a setup. Now don't let that turn you off. Setup. I know some people don't like tricks that involve a setup because, well, you have to make sure that people don't shuffle the cards beforehand, right? But no, it's fine. No one will ever do it. You just gotta really stand your ground and make sure they don't. And the setup is like this. Turn the cards this way, and I show you there we go. These cards, the top cards, right, are the 8s, or whatever 4 cards you want them to pick. And you're gonna have to force a card on them. So we got the top 4 cards are the 8s. And the part where I went like this, and I told you to pick a card, what I'm doing, I show you from this view, is what I say, okay, I want you to say stop whenever you want. And when you say stop, I'm like, are you sure? And as I lift the top portion off, I keep my fingers, these ones right here, I keep them down, and when I pull this up, I'm actually dragging off the top card, which is an 8, right? And then they say, okay, so you cut there, and that's your card. You put that back down, so then the 3 8s are right there, and the other 8's here. You put that 8, you say, okay, you put it on top. Now you say you can, well, there's other ways to do this, I guess, but this way is more effective to make sure you really think you shuffled it right. You just make piles. Just nice, simple piles. You can make 4 piles, 5 piles, 6 piles, or whatever. But you gotta make sure you watch where the top cards are, right? Because that's where your 8s are. Yeah. For the 8s are. You want to make sure that those are either the last one you put on, or you want to trick people. Now, I'll show you what I mean by trick people. Now, like I said, you tell the spectator to point to a card, a pile in their packet. They point to this one, you say okay, now point to another one. Point to this one, okay. You say top or the bottom, and whatever they choose, you just kind of do it, okay. And you just keep going through. But if they do happen to pick the top pile first, don't fret. Don't ask them if they want to put it to the bottom or the top. If they put it to the bottom, it just makes things more complicated. You can still do it, but just pick it up and put it right on the top. Okay? Just put it right on the top like that. But that means the next packet they pick, if they say they want it on the top, what you gotta do, with your pinky finger, just put it on the corner. That's all you have to do. Put it on the corner so that when you put the packet on top, you have a pinky break. Right? It looks normal, but really, if we can get the right angle here, there's a break right here, right? And that break will be important, because when you take the other pack, you can either put it to the bottom or the top. But if you put it to the top, it looks like there's more cards on the top when you do the next move. The next move would be like, okay, now I want you to say stop. And what you're doing is you're just rifling through the back of the deck, right? Right, you just, oh, how do I do this? Yep. Okay, what you're doing is you're rifling through the back of the deck, and no matter where they say stop, if they say stop here, you're just gonna let go quietly and just take that break off that you had on top. Right, so you got the pinky break, and you just say stop whenever you want. And they say stop, you just let that go, and you pick up that pile. It's easy as that. Then you take off that pile, you just put it to the bottom, then on top, and then you still have the 4 8s on the top. And the next part, I do it because it just adds emphasis. You grab the cards and you show them. You can give them to them to look at. They say, okay, look at the cards, there's nothing to the back of them, or anything. And then, it's your choice. The next move, what you gotta do is, you gotta get the top 4 cards and put another pinky break underneath that, right? That's what That's what you gotta be able to do sneakily and unnoticeably. See, once again, you have that break right there. Now, the way I did it in the video was I said, okay, now here's the card. I found the cards out until there's 4 cards, and I keep my fingers there. Fingers like that, so on the 4 cards. And I keep going, and then when I'm pushing them, when I'm pushing all the cards back, just square them up, I just simply slip my pinky, just slip it right there. So this said nothing ever happened, right? Doesn't look like anything really happened. Next, you pick up the cards, the aces, and the joker at the bottom. It's important that you have that joker on the bottom of the small packet. Then you pick them up and you put them on top, and you square it up. But when you're squaring it up, you want to pick up everything. You want to just like that. Just pick up the whole packet that you had. Those cards that you had top of your pinky, just pick them all up. The next move, this is kind of like the illusion or the tricking part where they think that's all you have. You grab the cards, you slide one off, and turn upside down using the same hand. Just like that. And as soon as you get to the joker, you quickly put it down so they don't see that you have a packet of cards underneath the joker, right? Because what you actually had when you got to the joker was a joker and the four eights, right? So as soon as you get to the joker, you just put it quickly down, and then you take it off and you say, okay, now if I did this right, I should have been able to find your card. You just flick up and you say, if we do this enough, I should be able to bring your card to the top. Then you simply say, okay, well, that must be your card. And if you did it right, it should be. And then you say, well, it's not over. All those aces all turn to 8s. Right? And they'd be like, oh, that's pretty good. Like, I thought it was pretty good when I came up with it. And then you say, okay, well, there's one more thing. We can't just leave the aces like 8s, because they don't like being 8s. 8s are no fun. In most card games, 8s are no good. So once again, you show them the cards. When you're putting them back together, you just make another pinky break underneath the top 4 cards. Voila. You do everything again. Cards on top. Square them up. Take the whole packet, including the aces on the bottom. You do it again. Go through all the cards until you get to the joker. Take the joker. And you go ace, 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 ace. Done. Well, thank you very much. This is the tutorial, and I hope you like it. Please subscribe to my channel. See you next time.